Hello and welcome everyone. This is Miranda's Crafter and I'm here with you tonight to record episode number 4 of the How to Play Ark series. Of course we know that Ark Survival Ascended has not released yet, but we do know that its closest cousin is Ark Survival Evolved. So what we thought we would do is let's use Ark Survival Evolved to help teach new people that might be coming to play the game when Ascended releases how to play the game. So we're taking back off with episode number 4. As you can see, we've started our little family. We've got Anakin, our Listersaur, and he is buffing up Harvey, our first pterodon that we ever tamed. He was our first tame. And then we've got Miss Betty over here. She was our second tame. And this is pretty much it for our family right now. What we're going to do next, though, is we're going to look at, and you know what, this is bugging me. I got to get rid of this. I hate feeling claustrophobic in games. And that being right over my roof like that was just too much. Okay, so we'll leave that alone. So what we're going to do today, not really sure. We're just going to kind of hang out and we're going to build some crafting stations and we're going to do some work on our base. And we're just going to kind of learn to do some things in game together. Things we haven't done yet. And we're going to learn together. So right now I'm trying to get my food stat up just a little bit. And I get my water up. Boom. Okay. So I've got some cooked meat in my hot bar. I've got some harvesting tools, a couple of spears to fight with, and a club. Let me look at that club real quick. For some reason, I can't see the durability on my items because my UI scale is too big, I think. Let me go into the options real quick. And let's look at UI item slot scale. And let's turn it down just a little bit. Okay, that didn't help either. Okay, well, I'm not going to spend too much time worrying about that today. What I am going to do, however, is I'm going to change controllers real fast because I have an Xbox Elite controller and it's just too touchy. I'm going to have to change that real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've changed controllers real quick. It's crazy that I like the old stock Xbox controller better than I do the Elite. But man, that thing is just too touchy. It's probably just a setting that I need to learn how to adjust, but I don't know. Okay, so right now what we're going to do is we need to get some things going. So I want to make some crafting stations so that I can start to be more prepared to be able to do some things. And one of the things, I think I made a feeding trough. Yes, we did that. So now we have food feeding our dinos. And I think what we should do is go ahead and get us a refining forge and a smithy started. So let's look at our list real quick and let's see where we're at with that. And then we also want to get a mortar and pestle going so that we can start to make things like spark powder, narcotic, very important things that we're going to need. A bed, we have a bed, that's a very important item. Spyglass would be nice to have, but we need some crystal for that. We'll find that here in a little bit. A Parasaur, we're going to go ahead and take that saddle because we're going to need that here in just a minute. Bolas we have. So I'm starting to pick some of the more important things that I need at the moment. As I need them, I'll unlock them type of thing. That way I make sure I don't spend too many of my Engram points. Right now it says I have 130 points available, and that sounds like a lot, but once you start buying a bunch of stuff, you'll see that that adds up fast. Cementing paste, I need that. Can't do nothing without that. We will start to get some of these wooden structures here in a minute. Right now I'm just looking for a couple of crafting items in particular. I want to go ahead and get the large storage box. I really want to get a raft because I love to have rafts, but I'm going to wait on that for just a little bit till we get some of the basics going. We want to get some of the basics going so that we can set up a proper base and have the things that we need early game. Preserving bin, we're going to get that because we want to start to keep our meat and our berries and our things like that and not have them spoil on us so fast. There's a refining forge right there. We want to unlock that so we can get some metal going. Smithy, we want to unlock that. Metal tools, we definitely want to unlock. We want to have those always. And that's the extent of what we can do right now. But that's a good start right there because we get these two things going, then we can make us some metal tools and we'll be doing really good. So right now one of the first things I want to craft is a mortar and pestle. I need hide and stone. I should have that. Hide and stone. I'll just go ahead and take some resources because I know I'm going to need them. I'm going to be crafting. See what's in here. Take this chitin, might need that. That's probably the extent of what I'm going to need right now, because the things I'm going to be crafting aren't going to be needing black pearls and silica pearls and things of that nature. Okay, so we're going to make a mortar and pestle. We are going to go ahead and make a storage box because I like the storage option on that a lot better. It will hold a lot more items and it's a lot more efficient in your base than having boxes laying everywhere. I'm going to make this next, but I'll still need a little bit of stone. So what let's do is let's go ahead and put our mortar and pestle down. I don't know where it went. Where'd it go? I must have put it through the floor. Where did it go? Huh, that's weird. I'm not sure where it went. Let me look at my inventory. Yep, it's gone. Ooh, there's our next tame right there. What level are you? Level 7, that'll be easy. That was going to be our next tame right there, but you know what? I cannot resist going ahead and getting that while it's right here in front of our face. We need this, and we need a bola. I don't know if we have a bola made yet. I don't think we do, so we're going to craft one. This was going to be for later on in the episode, but I mean, it's right here in front of our face. We need some stone to be able to make this. I mean, it is just right here. Talk about opportunity tame for real. Okay, so let's make a bola. Bola, I mean, you can do this without bolas, but bola is just the easiest way to make this happen. For animals that, or dinos that can be bola'd, I should say. Okay, it's already in our hotbar, so that's where it went. Okay, then we'll put our club on, and if you hit it in the head, you get a lot more torpor from hitting a dino in the head. Normally we would be taming just a normal parasaur. On the island map right now, there are tech variants. We will not have the tech variants on the release of Ark Survival Ascended because they have said that they will not have tech variants on that map to start with. Okay, so our Parasaur is out. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put mejoberries in its inventory because that's what it likes. It likes berries, and mejoberries is one of the best ones to tame it with. And we'll let it tame. It should tame before it runs out of torpor because that one berry right there gave it almost 30%, and you can see that it'll more than likely tame before it gets all the way woke up. So we'll let that dude sit there and tame, and when it gets done, we will have a Parasaur. And one of the cool things about Parasaurs is they're really good at gathering berries. So now we will have a way to get some good berries to start to make some things like narcotics, fill up our trough with berries. We won't really be using berries for anything else right now, but later on we'll have them in a lot of our recipes that we'll be making. Our med brews, our bug repellent, just all kinds of stuff will need different kinds of plants, and we'll get those from our Parasaur. It's going to help us harvest bushes. Okay, so we got some resources. So what I want to do is I want to go back and let's think about making, actually let's give ourselves a level real quick. We'll give ourselves a level in weight, and that'll make it a little bit easier for us to get around. We're going to need a saddle for this thing because it's a saddle creature. So let's go ahead and see if we can make that saddle a reality. Okay, it's tamed. I want to look at its sex before I name it. Sorry, I'm just a geek like that. I gotta name the gender by their name. I gotta name them good by their gender. Okay, so this is a female. It was 7 and it tamed out at 10. I want to take it off of aggressive and put it on passive because I don't really want it fighting. You're a female. What should we name you? Blue and green and gray. It's kind of pretty, actually. Let's name it. And if you go into the option mode, you'll see a deal that says change name. It'll bring up the naming menu again. Let's name it. Suxwaned. I have no clue what that means. We're gonna go with it. All right. I actually fat fingered the name. I was gonna call it Suan, but messed it up. Oh, leave it to me. Only me. Okay, so I need a bit more hide to be able to make a saddle for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and have it follow me, and I'm gonna bring it over here. I don't really want to whistle it to follow me right now because there's too many other things right around me, and I don't want to have them all take off and start following me because I like the positioning of my pterodons right now. I want them to stay there and get some levels, and actually I'm going to bring him over here to where he can get the benefit of the Listersaur brain buff, education buff, whatever you want to call it. Boom. Let's stop. Now let's pet. Now let's grow. Everybody get a level. Alright, everybody's getting a level. And I'm sorry if I'm acting like a dork, but I'm in a good mood because it's Friday. I'm off work. I have the weekend to play games and make videos and hopefully make stuff you guys want to watch. That would be awesome. Alright, let's see. Do I got anything I can put in there? Nope. I can put these in there. But right now, I throw my narco berries in there to help me keep them from spoiling so fast. Okay. Can't really make anything right now, but what I am going to do is I'm going to put one of my shelves down that I made. And one little trick that I like to do is, you know, a lot of people like to organize everything real pretty. I'm more about functionality, and I like for things to stack well. So I like to put my storage boxes sideways like this because that way I can fit a whole row of them right beside each other. Like right there, how it is right now, I can put like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right in a row, and I can just walk up to the whole line and then open it and say, haha, what's in you? Type of thing. I have my, well, I did, I thought oh, okay, I'm not used to this. I was going to say I have my server set to where I can always pick items up after I place them, but I forgot I'm on a single player version of the game. And I don't have that kind of setting enabled. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to demolish this box because I want to get it out of my way. This one, I'm going to take every from it and I'm going to demolish it and just get it out of the way. Now, where that mortar and pestle went, I have no clue where that went. So I'm too heavy right now, so I'm going to throw down some stones so I can move. I'm going to put all this in this box. Okay. Now I can move again. I wonder where that mortar and pestle went. That's so weird. I put it down and it disappeared. I went and looked underneath the floor and I didn't see it. Nobody sees it under there, right? Where did that mortar and pestle go? That's so weird. Huh. Okay. That's really weird. Normally you'd see it somewhere. Oh well. So we needed a little bit more hide so that we can make a saddle for this thing. For our Parasaur. You know what? I'm going to take this thing down because I need its hide. And it broke my spear. Okay. You killed it. Sorry, bud. I need your hide. I need your hide. Give me your skin. That's gross. Sorry. Oh, I'm seeing inside my brain. That was weird. Every now and then your character will get to a point where you can see through your head and it's really weird. Just need to gather a little bit of resources here. I'm going to have to repair my hatchet. Wow. And my pick broke while I was trying to get the resources to repair my hatchet. Oh, that's Ark. That's Ark, boys. I need some thatch. I'm just kind of gathering just anything right now because I need some resources to be able to craft with, so it ain't going to hurt me to get any of this stuff. I actually have a purpose, I promise. I'm actually looking for something to kill so I can get some hide. So let's go over here and see what we got. A Parasaur would be a nice target because that would give us quite a bit of hide. So let's go ahead and take this boy down. There's a Dillo over there. He's going to try to attack us here in a minute. See if we can get this hide and get out of here before he does. Yeah, 57 hide. That was quite a bit. So that did good. That did us good. That was exactly what we needed right there. Alright. So let's go back and let's finish out making our refining forge. I'm probably going to have to make another mortar and pestle because I have no clue where that one went. It's really weird. But that's Ark. You know, sometimes things like that happen. Turn up the brightness so everybody can see what we're doing. That's so weird. Okay, let me look in my box again real quick just to make sure. Yeah, it did place, so I don't know where it went. So I'm going to do some crafting, and I just wanted to grab everything I have. Just so I know I got enough. I'm going to make another mortar and pestle. and that wrecked me from being able to make my refining forge. So yeah, I need to go get some more stone. I'm gonna get some meat cooking while we're doing other stuff, and then that way we can have some meat ready. I think I've got some wood in the fire, but I'll get some more just in case. Nope, I must have left it burning. Okay, we will let that cook. I'll put all this stuff in here. And then we'll go get some more stone. And get ready for it, because Ark is an inventory management game. Gotta manage your inventory. Gotta have all the stuff you need. You gotta go get more resources constantly. It's just part of the fun, part of playing the game. See if I can get through a couple rocks without my hatchet breaking. Golly, that one harvested for a long time. Goodness gracious, how much stone can I get out of this rock? The ever-loved rock. Alright, let's get a little bit of flint while we're at it. See if we can't grab a couple pieces of metal. Okay, so my stamina has depleted, and I was starting to see a little red glow around my screen there. I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put me another level into weight. And if you mess up, if you feel like you've messed up your stat placement, don't sweat it too hard, because by the time you get to the point that you run out of stat points, you'll have the ability to make what's called a mind wipe potion, and you can reset your stats. So no big deal. So don't sweat it. Don't sweat the small stuff. You're going to be struggling to level all the way up to the maximum level anyway early on into your play session. We're going to go into some advanced tactics later that can show us how to level up a little better. I'm going to take you to a place later on in a few episodes called the Swamp Cave. Excuse me, I had to get a drink. I'm going to take you to a place called the Swamp Cave, and in the Swamp Cave we're going to have a good time leveling. I promise. And we're going to get some good levels in there, because that's where a lot of beasties are at. And they'll level us up nice and good. Alright. Whoops. Did a little poop. So now let's make a refining forge. We have to place this first and cook some of our raw metal so that we can have the metal ingots. You can see it takes 5 metal ingots to make a smithy. We're going to need to place this and start cooking some of that first before we can make the smithy. I'm going to have to go into third person to be able to see this and put it down. Okay, I'm going to have to put up some of these resources to be able to move. Okay, so we're going to put down our smithy, or our mortar and pestle. I'm going to put it right here, and I can see it before I place it that time, so I know it's going to be visible. I have no clue where that other one went. That's the biggest mystery. Okay, we got our refining forge down, and what we need to do now is stick some wood in it so it will operate. And we need to go get some more raw metal so that we can have something to cook down. I think it takes, well shoot, there's no, can't remember how much raw metal it takes to be able to make 1 ingot. And I don't see the crafting recipe on the refining forge to tell me. Here's my raw metal. It's crazy that it don't tell us how much somewhere. Thought there was a option to show or hide blueprints or whatever. Okay, there it went. So it's 2 raw metal to 1 ingot. You can also make chibis in here. You put in 4 chibi dinos and it will make a random chibi dino resource. Pretty cool. Okay, the Ichthyornis is attacking me or my base or something. Yeah, there it is. See if we can wreck it. And it probably took my spears, or it made me drop my spears. I hate these things. Okay, it's not aggroing me anymore, but it is attacking my pterodons, dadgummit. Okay, we're gonna wreck this thing. Alright, we're gonna fight. Let's fight, guys. Alright, now that I've attacked it, they're gonna go for it, and they're gonna kill it. Probably a bad idea, because there goes my Parasaur trying to fight too. Alright guys, I didn't know you were going to go that far away. Okay, they killed it. So now let's get the hide off of it. We're going to wreck this thing and get it out of here, man. God, get wrecked, Ichthyornis. Oh, give me a break. My hatchet broke. Alright, what's the follow wall? Come on guys, let's go. Let's go back home. You wrecked a bird. You guys are so tough. Actually, you're not that tough, and I'm just gonna make you think you are. Alright guys, let's land. I need you to follow me so that you can get over here and help these dinos grow up. Okay. And you are not following the plan. You need to get over here, Harvey. Get over here. Land. And of course he wants to go as far as possible. Okay, so we're just going to leave you over there, Harvey. And you're just going to have to deal with your lack of knowledge because you're a jerk. Okay, we eat some food. So now what we need to do is we need to fix our tools, because we need to go get some more metal so we can have enough metal to make a smithy. What am I missing? Wood. Okay. Give me the wood. You guys don't need the wood because you're not even making anything. Okay. Give me all the meat. Put the meat out here in the trough. They're eating some of it, but they're not eating it too awful fast, so that's good. That way I can keep ahead of them and their eating habits. Alright, we need to be able to see better. We need some more metal. And to get metal right now, we're going to have to hit rocks with a pick. There's some metal. There's some more. And there's some more. A little bit. Right here. Come on. Metal. And now. Give me some metal. And now. Ah, come on. Give me some metal. Golly. Didn't really give me any metal. 2 pieces, I think. I need at least like 6 more pieces or something like that. Golly, no metal. Give me a break. There's some. Sometimes you get a ton, sometimes you don't. And you can see I'm out of stamina. See those little stars starting to fill up on my hotbar? To the right, you can see those 4 little stars. That's your torpidity meter, and that's an indication of, are you about to pass out type of thing. If you get bit by a boa or a scorpion, you get stung by a scorpion, or if you push yourself past the point of exertion, you will start to gain torpidity, and at a certain point you'll pass out and fall down on the ground and be out. Especially if something like a scorpion or a snake bites you, it'll knock you out. And then you have to, you know, wait until your torpidity meter goes down before you can get back up. Alright, so let's put this in there. We'll light that. We have 2 metal right now. We're going to have 4 once that 4 raw metal gets cooked into ingots. Let's see, what was the smithy calling for? I think 5. Yeah, so we need to go get 2 more metal so that we can make enough ingots to make a smithy. And one of our first objectives will be over. Build the smithy. Okay, some of the rocks are aesthetic only, like that one. You can't hit them. And you'll get the feel for which ones aren't just on site. After you hit enough rocks, you'll just kind of get it memorized. Sometimes some of the... Oh man, I've only got 1 metal. I thought I had 2. I was about to run back to the base and make another ingot. So I need 1 more metal. Gosh, come on. Random metal guys. Give me metal. Random metal gods. This tool is going to break before I get another piece of metal. When I get some metal tools made, this will be a lot better. And plus, when I start hitting some nodes that are actually like metal nodes that will give me a higher chance of getting metal, it'll get a lot better. And then we'll also do things like get an Anki. Those kind of dinos will help us be able to harvest more metal per attempt at each node. Later on in the game, you'll find things like rich metal nodes, and they'll give hundreds of metal per rock, basically. And that will help you a lot. Help you get a lot of metal stored up. Because in the game, you're going to need quite a bit of metal. Gosh, I still only have 1 metal. My God, after all this hacking. This metal drop rate on this server must be really insane. I just need 1 piece, guys. There it is. Golly, I'm gonna go back. I'll be hacking on there for a month to get another piece. It's up to you how you want to play. I don't know if you want to play in this view or if you like this view. I personally like this view better because I like to be able to see what's going on around me. I feel like I can't when I play in the other view. I feel too claustrophobic, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Okay, we got a level. Let's take it. I'm going to put it in weight again. I know this is kind of boring, all this weight, but right now I need a ton of weight so that I can do stuff, bro. Alright, get your metal in there. All your metal are belong to me. Dadgummit, I didn't mean to do that. Boom. We got 2. I need 1 more. Oh, wait a minute. I need more than 1. I thought I had more metal than that. Oh, I probably do in my box. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we got it. I don't want to just waste all my wood, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the wood off. Or turn the refining forge off while I do other stuff. Okay, now I need 4 more hide to make a saddle. Get rid of all the stuff I don't need to carry around on me right this moment. And it's almost as if I left this space right here for this on purpose, isn't it? What is going on? Why can't I place my smithy where I want, people? I wanted it right here. Let me go. And sometimes when you can't place something, you have to change views. Like right now I'm in 3rd person or 1st person. And it's probably because my bed is too close. And I really don't like the look of that. And I want my smithy over there by my box though, so. And you'll see why here in a minute. When I go to craft stuff, you want to be close to your resources. Man, this sucks. This no snapping or no clipping stuff on this server sucks. This is how an official server is. But I always enable something like structure clipping on mine so that people can have the freedom to build into their walls and all that kind of stuff without it telling them they can't build. So annoying. Okay, now I'm going to put all my resources in the smithy, except for some of this oddball stuff. Because there's no reason for that junk to be in my smithy. It's not a component to craft with, so why do it? Okay, and then we've also got a mortar and pestle. We can start to make spark powder, which requires flint and stone, and we're not really going to make cementing paste right now because we will be able to get enough cementing paste from our swamp cave runs that won't even really be a thing. Okay, let's see if you need petted boy. You do. Okay, so now we've got a refining forge and a smithy. We would be refining some metal if we could get some. I'm used to all this stuff being really close together. I normally will... What's going on there? I normally will compactly build all the stuff right close together to where I don't have to like walk from one storage box to a crafting station to another. I will usually put them in an efficient manner to where I can like stand in one spot and just, you know, reach everything. Like right now you see that I can reach the smithy, I can reach the box, I can reach the mortar and pestle, I can reach the refining forge. And what that will allow me to do is that will allow me to sit here and craft and just roll back and forth between the things that I need to do. And there's no wasted time moving all around all over the place. So that's kind of a tip for your crafting stations to think about placing them within the range that you can actually get the prompt to use them. Because like right now, I can back up just a little bit and I can still see the access inventory, but if I go right there, I'm out of the range of the storage box. But if I bump forward just a little bit, you see I get it back. So I've got all this range from right here to right here that I can actually use the storage box. So I can back up and use this mortar and pestle, use the refining forge, use the storage box, and use the smithy all in one little range right there. So that's pretty cool, thinking about that kind of stuff. I'm all about utility. Okay, so we're going to take this stuff. Whoa, it got dark. Let's light that fire for some light. I don't know what I'm doing. Just playing, moving stuff around. So the next thing we want to make would be a preserving bin. That is made in my inventory. Fiber, stone, thatch, wood. So I need fiber, stone, thatch, wood. Some of the things you make are going to be in your inventory, and then some of them will be in the crafting stations. I don't really know why they did that. I mean, I guess it's cool because then you can craft some things while you're out in the wild if you have the resources. But yeah, just make it one or the other. I don't know. I mean, I guess you're gonna have crafting stations. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world that you can craft some stuff in your inventory and some stuff on a crafting station. It's not really that big a deal, I don't guess. Okay. So what we can do is we have 2 pieces of spoiled meat, and that's a component of narcotics. 1 spoiled meat per 5 narco berries, I think it is. So I'm going to put that in my mortar and pestle and get some narcotics crafting. It's a drug, so you look under drugs and you see the icon is lit. If I push X on my controller, that will craft the maximum, or is it something else? Yeah, X will craft me like 5 at a time or something like that. So I've told it to craft 12. And what we'll do is we'll watch our XP bar. See where my little arrow is? You'll see the XP bar jump as each one's crafted. That's because you get what's called crafting XP. You get XP for things you make, and that's a really good way to level up. Like right now, if I had a saddle on my Parasaur, I would be going out and getting me some narcotic or some narco berries, excuse me, so that I could make some more narcotics and level myself up. That's a good, easy way to level. But right now I'm going to go ahead and place my preserving bin. I had to get into third person or first person to do this. See how that went. I'm gonna pick it up. Too far away from the wall for my taste. I like things to be right up next to the walls. That's what it bugged me about the smithy. I wanted it back further, like this. But whatever. We'll just let it be. Okay, so we have some narcotic, and the cool thing about narcotic is it doesn't have an expiration timer on it, so it can just sit wherever. So a lot of times I would just store it in the mortar and pestle where I'm making it, because I know that's when I need it. I'll know that's where it is. So I don't even try to put it in my storage box or anything. I just go ahead and hang on to it outside the storage box. So I see a dodo, and I'm going to kill a dodo. Because I need some hide. We gotta be careful because I know there was some raptors over here last episode. I led them away, but that doesn't mean they might not come back. So you have to keep your eyes open for them. You'll get so fast at moving and attacking and stuff like that that it's just second nature for you. Okay, got a compy coming at me. Got 2 or 3 of them coming at me. 4. Okay. Goodness gracious. I want to harvest them for their hide, so I'll pull out my hatchet. And I already harvested 3 of them with my spear on accident, so. Get some meat so I can get some health back. I'm showing that I'm cold right now, which, you know, is the normal thing. I'm gonna take this dude. Okay. And I'm just basically getting hide. That's what I'm doing. Killing anything in sight because I need hide. Okay, so I'm about to die because I'm cold. So I need to get over here to my base and warm up. If you eat a piece of food, that helps you heal a little bit of health. Probably give me just enough to be able to get back to my base. But I'm cold. See that ice block in the lower right corner? Whenever the temperature goes down enough, it will give you what's called the freezing status, and your health drops while you're frozen. You can combat this many ways. You can leave the zone where you're freezing and go to a warmer zone. You can put on some armor that has a lot more resistances for you to be able to survive that. Or you can, you know, take a soup or a brew or some sort, you know, that helps you, insulate you against the cold. You can wear dinos like otters around your neck. They will help you survive the cold a lot better. There's lots of different things you can do. You can get around an object that's putting out a flame like a refining forge and be warmer. Like right now you can see I've lost the ice block and I've lost the little snowflake as well. So I'm warm now because I'm standing next to a refining forge. If I was to go outside again and move away from it, will I get it back? Yeah, see I got my snowflake back, which means I'm cold. And then I've got my ice block now because I'm in the water, and you get colder when you're in the water usually always. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of hang out for a minute in here and get some health back because I'm pretty low. So let me fill up my health real quick and we'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I got a little bit of my health back, so that'll help me not die. I've had a lot of people, you know, in the comments saying, hey, why don't you go tame Rexes? You need Rexes right now, and you need this, and you need that, and you need to hurry up. Well, I'm not really trying to do a speed run in this series. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to just help new people, basically, see all the things and learn all the tricks. That way, when they get ready to play, they'll have a better time of it than just starting off with everything killing them over and over and over and, you know, them having a really bad experience. Right there you saw a Dillosaur put the buff on me that was Dillo Venom, and it blinds me. You got to watch out for that, because that'll also slow you down, make you move real slow, and it makes you hard to be able to get away from them. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm trying to do a teaching experience here. This is not about comedy. This is not about brushing. This is not about teaching you the strategies to get to 100 on your first hour of PlayStation. That's not what this is about. This is about learning how to play the game and learning the mechanics in a more instructive kind of way. And I've had people tell me, well, the game's not even released yet. Why are you doing this video? You're just going to have to redo it when Ark Ascended comes out. Yes, I know this. I'm okay with that, because I love this game, and I'm going to want to do more series when the Ark Ascended comes out. I've totally come to grips with that. I'm okay with that. So it's okay. I got this. Calm down. This is for people that just want to hang out and learn the game. So what I'm going to do right now is I need to get some fuel. Whoops. Putting my resources in the wrong spot again. I want to get some fuel to be able to run my preserving bin. So I'm going to make some spark powder. To make spark powder, I need flint and stone in the mortar and pestle. Boom, 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 boom. Now I can make some spark powder. I'm going to make 100 spark powder. I'll put that in the preserving bin, and that will run that thing. That's like the gas that runs that thing and makes it do its cooling properties and its preserving properties, to where your food and your cooked meat and your berries and your spoiled meat and all the things that you want to keep from spoiling won't spoil as fast. So we're going to let that continue to make that while we go ahead and put some in here. And you'll see the preserving bin now is putting off the fog. It's now keeping stuff cool. Put some meat in there. If we look at our spoil timer, it's 7 minutes and 35 seconds on the berries. When I put them in here, now it's 1 hour and 15 minutes each. So you can see it definitely increases the spoil timer on stuff. Seeds spoil as well, so if you put them in here, they'll last a lot longer. I have found some seeds, savaroot, which is a potato. I'm going to go ahead and put those in there because I want to grow me some crops in a later episode as well. So we'll go ahead and store those away. This is almost done. We'll wait on it to get finished here real quick, and then we'll focus on our last thing that we're going to do in this video, and that's make a Parasaur saddle so that we can ride Suaxned, or whatever I named her, something crazy, so we can ride her off into the sunset. Okay. Boom. Spark powder is also a useful component for a lot of things. So you might need it to actually craft some things. Now the Parasaur saddle is made in my inventory, so I need to bring all the resources to me, because right now I don't have a whole lot, so I want to just put them in my inventory. It takes fiber, hide, and wood. I'm going to craft one. And then I'm just going to take everything and put it back in the smithy, because I don't need to carry all that around with me. Okay, there's the saddle. So this is going to be our first saddled dino. This is going to be the first one that we can put a saddle on. A little Lister sword doesn't need a saddle, so you don't have to worry. Ooh, and if we look, sorry, squirrel, we see this egg over here from my pterodon. I need that because I'm going to use that to make what's called kibble later. So we'll take that egg and we'll put it in the fridge, and boom, now we have a spoil timer of seconds, minutes, hours, days, 79 days, 23 hours, 6 minutes. So that egg's going to be there till we're ready to use it for sure. But this is going to be our first saddled dino. We're going to put it saddle. You can see once I select it, the saddle slot lights up on this thing. and he's got 4 levels. So what we want to do is we want to increase, I'm going to use this for berry gathering for right now. So what we want to do is we want to increase its weight so that it can actually hold a bunch of berries, and its stamina so that it can harvest for longer without getting tired. So now that I've got a saddle on it, I can ride this dude. And it's not a Rex, but it's my first mount. Get near a bush, hit the attack button, and boom, it gathers a bunch of berries. The targeting on this is kind of picky. It'll get wooden thatch, but its main goal in life is to gather berries with you and be your friend. And you can pet it and make it happy. So see, we're getting these berries, boy. Now we'll look in our inventory here in just a second after I hit a couple bushes, and you'll see why you want to tame dinos. Because this is just a silly little level 10 Parasaur. And you can see from me just running around gathering for like 1 to 2 minutes. Let's look in my inventory now. For me just gathering for like 1 to 2 minutes, I got a pretty good selection of berries already. And I got some seeds. And we got some wooden thatch. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our base now. We're going to look at our loot. We're going to unload it. And all the while I'm coming back, I'll be hitting anything that gets in my way. Harvesting berries, harvesting wood, harvesting thatch. All right. Oh, there's that mortar and pestle. I see it sitting on the roof up there now. Oh my gosh. I was trying to put it on the floor and it placed on the roof. How crazy is that? Okay. So we're going to take the berries out of this Parasaur and we're going to put them in our feeding trough. Because the Listersaur and the Parasaur eat berries. So they will really like these right here. Put them in there and they will feast tonight. Okay. I have some purple seeds. I don't really need those because what that would do would just be to allow me to grow mejoberries. And I don't really need to grow mejoberries right now. So I just ate it. Okay. So I thought I didn't take them. I had some more seeds. I want to take these seeds and put them in the preserving bin. I also want to take my narco berries and put them in the preserving bin. Okay, so there's certain types of seeds that I don't really need, and stemberry seeds right now is one of them because I don't need to grow stemberries. I already have enough stemberries. I don't need to grow tinto berries right now. That's the red berry. I could grow narco berries, but I don't want to do it right now. And the Omar berries are the yellow ones, so I don't need to grow those right now. So what I'm going to do is I'll just eat those seeds. Now, I wouldn't advise eating the narco berry seed because I think that will give you some torpor, just like the narco berry will. So I usually just throw those away. I don't know that for a fact that'll do that, but I think if I remember right, narco berries do give you some torpor, and you don't want that. Okay, so before I get off for this video real quick, I just want to make sure that I've got my stuff sorted out and nice and orderly. I'm just a geek like that. I like my things nice and orderly and structured, and yeah. So all my little resources are in my smithy. I've got my Parasaur. Now part of our family, Suasned, whatever. I've got my Listersaur, raising the levels of my pterodons, and I think next video, we are going to try to get some saddles on these pterodons because I want you to see how much the game opens up when you get some saddles on these flyers, and I cannot get him over here to save my life. He came over there close enough to the Listersaur to actually get the buff, though. Well, it went away because he's too far away. Anyway, I wanted him to come over here and be part of our family shot. For the closing of the video. Okay, so now we got our little family and we're growing. We're getting somewhere. So I just want to tell you thank you for being here with me for episode 4. Remember, this is not about speed running. This is not about speed leveling. This is not about getting the most powerful dinos in the game the first few episodes. This is about learning how to play Ark Survival Ascended using Ark Survival Evolved as a learning mechanic, because we know that Ark Survival Ascended is going to look different and be different, but it's at its core, it's going to be very similar to Ark Survival Evolved. So I just want to tell you thank you for being here. I appreciate your time, and I thank you for watching my content. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon on episode 5 coming soon.